Hey, this is Miss Talk talking now. I just wanted to go over a topic. Guess who? Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy back in the day had so much swag, was a great actor. 48 Hours, the movie 48 Hours, blew people's mind with a comedian who just was different, had charisma, had swag, could make you laugh, but be yet serious. Well, what I was wondering is whatever happened to that Eddie Murphy? Whatever happened to the Eddie Murphy that everybody loved? Nowadays, Eddie Murphy, I don't know whether he's still producing movies. He made a couple of movies and they were pretty good. I liked Dr. Dolittle. I liked The Nutty Professor 1 and Nutty Professor 2. I liked those movies, but it was a more mature Eddie Murphy in those movies, and he was a family man. Maybe because he had previously approximately 5 kids from his wife that he's now divorced from. And maybe that's the reason why he went to more family movies, because he was a dad of 5. Eddie Murphy has 9 kids right now. He just had, not too long ago, a kid with a young lady that he is previously and presently dating now and with. Eddie Murphy back from the 80s to the 90s changed. I don't know what it was, but it just was a difference in the type of character that Eddie Murphy played. Maybe it was for the good, or maybe it was for his good. So maybe he didn't want to be in the limelight of Hollywood. Who will ever know but Eddie? And his brother passed last year, Charlie Murphy. He was an actor and a comedian. And I liked Charlie too. He had his own style, even though his brother was famous. But getting back to Eddie, what happened to the old Eddie? Did you notice it? That Eddie is not in the limelight. You rarely ever see him. And he also has a daughter by Meg from the Spice Girl. Her name Mel. They call her Mel. But she's went through divorce with Mr. Belafonte Jr. And Mr. Belafonte Jr. wants to still have rights to see the daughter that's by Eddie Murphy, but Eddie Murphy did not live in the home with the daughter that Mel had with him. They had a brief relationship, and at first Eddie didn't believe that was his daughter, because he only knew Mel for a short time. And that's normal for guys. If you have a short relationship with a female and they come up with pregnancy, you sort of like the male doubts that the baby is his, but after DNA tests, it showed that Eddie Murphy was the baby of the daughter by Mel. But right now, Eddie Murphy seems to be getting along with his daughter, but Belafonte is saying that he didn't want to have anything to do with the baby, and he's been the father since her birth, and he's been really the only father that she knew as far as raising her. So do you think that Belafonte Jr. should be able to still have rights for visitation to Eddie Murphy's and Mel's daughter, even though Mel and Belafonte Jr. is divorced now? Do you feel that there should be visitation because he was the stepfather? It depends on the relationship, in my opinion. But I want to hear your opinion about it. And let's get back to Eddie. Okay, let's get back to Eddie again. Who is Eddie Murphy? Eddie Murphy is 56 years old. Eddie Murphy was born April 3rd, 1961. Also, Eddie Murphy's net worth is $85 million. A lot of people say, wow, I thought Eddie Murphy was worth like $500 million, $600 million. Eddie Murphy pays child support, and he has other probably businesses that he paid for. But $85 million is a lot of money for an actor. And he's one of the top paid actors when making a movie. So I had to let you know that. Okay, because lately you've been hearing a lot of actors saying they're not making enough. But anyway, like I said, Eddie is one of the grossing #1 paid actors in Hollywood. And he's worth $85 million. So, my topic was Eddie takes care of his kids. Eddie has been married and divorced. Eddie has 9 kids. Eddie has not been seen lately in movies, but he's still around and he's still young enough to do more movies and produce more movies. But Eddie, I want to know, when is the old Eddie coming back? I know we mature and grow, but Eddie, you had so much swag and you just had so much charisma. I would like to see some of that. And maybe a 48 hours 3. Maybe even with you having a son playing with you. But anyway, what do you think? Do you think Eddie should be able to stop not Harry Belafonte, but Belafonte Jr. from seeing his daughter by mail? Because him and Mel, they had really sort of like a not so good relationship during the times of the younger days of their daughter. But Eddie is siding with Mel on this decision for Belafonte Jr. not to have visitation rights to their child. So tell me what you think. And also, you press subscribe me. Because, like I always say, I will be back. And also, check out my other channel, because I will be giving the Psalm of the Day, quoted by the King James Bible or the Gideon's Bible. So, get out here and grind and answer my questions. Do you think Eddie should come back, the old Eddie with the swag and the funny Eddie, or just continue doing Eddie? Till next time, Miss Talking Now. We'll see you later.